Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, CJ Stroud continues to impress. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only is it a great way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you dig the YouTube channel, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, check it out, join, become a member. The link is in the video description. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. CJ Stroud continues to impress right here. Touchdown pass, bottom of the screen. Quick little slant play action. I love the base. Easy flick. I'm not even sure what this play is because Watt destroys number 2 to the right. But it's a beautiful job from 7 here, being quick with it. Watch the footwork here when we're talking about just the base of how to play this position. So, I mean, there's no heel click. Quick fake. Boom. All his cleats in the ground. Dart it. And again, you know what the play is? I can't tell you other than the fact that we better win down here. So this quick little slant, and again, we're probably just having our key, one of these safety types, backer type, second level players here. When you get this tight into the red zone, once these guys trigger down, I always think back to like New England back in the day, running different iterations of this, not necessarily like this from gun, but the idea of keying that safety to this side. As soon as they trigger down, we're going to have something right behind him, whether it's a quick slant, quick post, whatever it is. And then again, it works out here, but you know what this would have been? No idea. It looks like we get like a return here from the number 2 potentially, but Watt over there just ruining the route up top, and it doesn't matter because CJ Stroud is playing like a champ early. Boom, right on him. Love it. I mean, they impressive right out the gate and just continues to impress. You know, even if it's a little like, I wouldn't say like jittery here, but like you've got a free runner to the left, you're trusting that tight end to get over there and make that play. You know, it definitely doesn't look comfortable, but it's out so quick it doesn't matter. And the base is so outstanding. Touchdown, let's go. Next one here, 3rd and 3. We get a little lucky, if I'm being honest. Up top, we're going to throw the old Greg Roman special to the slot. And luckily, the ball protects him a little bit, but this is a dangerous throw. When you do not want to throw anything to the flat with a cloud corner. And he knows that as soon as he lets it go, you can see him hopping there. But this is a dangerous throw. If you're going to do this, you almost have to rip the whole shot. And so this little out right here, and then this to me is the must outside release go. To me, this is Greg Roman. Okay, you're going to read this corner right here. If that corner squats, you've got 2 options. You can really rip it right here as kind of that alert off of it, or you can just come back and work the short post down here to the motion. And don't get me started on this motion, but I know everybody loves them some motion nowadays. In my opinion, that motion is not it. But I do like the fact that you pair this thing with some iteration of this, whether it's, you know, inverted or switched, it doesn't really matter. It gives you good options right to left across the field. But just read that corner up top. As soon as he squats right there, you can't throw that ball. You know, and it again, it's a nice corner play too. He's kind of okey-doking you up there. Trick FU into a disaster hit, but you just got to be really careful. Again, I absolutely love the base and the rhythm that Stroud is playing with. I mean, it's beautiful. The quickness of it actually protects their receiver and the ball because it's probably a mistake. Watch Stroud throw this thing and jump. He knows immediately. Like he's like, oh no. Oh no. Can we also mention and just appreciate these uniforms? Like, how are these not the Texans' normal uniforms? Is there somebody out there that just loves the blues? These reds are sweet. Next one here. This is such a great call. I love it so much. Split field open, beater, little move on the mic. Take the middle of the field off what I'm used to calling like invert Hank. Okay, this is a thing of beauty. Watch this tight end's route. You can come in, and got him. And then it's a dot of a throw, no doubt. Beautiful throw. Not taking anything away from Stroud. But man, this is a beautiful play. So just dialed up perfectly here. Okay, so the first thing is that this is really only good versus split field coverage. So middle of the field is open. Now, the other part to pay attention to here is how they're playing this. Super Steelery for me. So cloud corner, so they're in zone, and then these underneath 3 second-level players are in what I would call match. So they're playing iterations of man. So when we run what I'm going to call inverted hank. So inverted hank just means we're going to get to the flat and the hook a little differently. So there's the hook and the flat, whether it's a smoke or a one step, it doesn't really matter what you call it. And then this would be hank right here, right? Like this, inverted hank. But instead of that, we're going to take the tight end and he's going to pretend like he's going to do that, chop his feet, and then take the middle. It's a 7-on-7 special. Thing is dialed up right here. It's beautiful. And I'll pause it so you can see kind of the coverage distribution, how they're trying to match these things. But you can see the 3 underneath guys in the middle, they're running with their routes. The corners, they might be in the same technique, but because of the route distribution, they're just squatting. Attack the logo. That's a beautiful, man. That is a clinic for how to attack the middle of the field. I know a great course that goes into significant depth, but man, that is beautiful from Stroud and making it look easy. So not only is it great design, it's also great execution. No wasted movement, great base again, right up on his face. Hell yes. Next one here, CJ Stroud. I don't even know how you do this one. We're going to throw an RPO up top to the number 1. And the way he lets this thing go, I'm assuming that this is not a slant and it's more of a seam. I'm not sure how you even have the audacity to make this throw. I think normally in RPOs here, you would say, hey, let's just hand it off and let the running back eat it if it's not perfect. But watch when he lets this thing go. So I'll let it play here for a second. He's throwing it right there to the new number 2, who takes an outside release on what I'll call a seam. It might be a slant or a post. So I see what he sees as far as potentially being outnumbered. Once this player is into the run fit, like we only have 6 people blocking, not counting the wide receiver to the bottom. So they've got us in the box, but I don't really understand how you go from that to, I'm going to throw this outside, okay, of the DB type here. He's going to go outside and I'm going to throw it right there up the seam or to the slant, whatever this is supposed to be. It's pretty wild. I mean, it's not pretty wild. It's wild AF. Again, let this thing just wash over you here. Again, when he throws this, and when I'm not going to, throw number 9 under the bus with whatever effort that is, but that is a ridiculous throw. Off platform. I mean, I don't even know. That's not even capital A. That's crazy talk. And making it look easy. It's wild. I just don't quite understand how you make the decision to even do that. I get it. 39 is unblocked, but if you handed it off here, it's probably not a great run, but man, to be able to just say, no, I got you. Hook my boy 12 up. Nice chunk RPO. Wow. 4th and 1, one of the few throws CJ Stroud probably wishes he had back. We're going to try to hit the fullback type in the flat up top on a little bluff flat. Now 31 is not ready for the Thunder. And that doesn't make the play any easier. But I think CJ Stroud's got to trust it and just flip this thing out there. This is a miss you wouldn't expect this severe of a miss. And I get it. There's someone right in his lap, but he can make that throw. And again, it doesn't help when your back gets bulldozed in front of you. This is a very common play in short yardage in the league. It is essentially what I'm used to calling power pass. We're trying to get the ball right here. Whoever shows up off the edge is going to get bluffed, and then we're going to go into the flat, and that is 1. And then when you try to bluff there, you want the back to come back and chop. Usually chop with your inside shoulder, so right shoulder on the outside quad. Now, that doesn't always happen like this because my guy gets trucked right here. And when you have this car crash happen in front of you, it's going to impact the play, but it's still not a big enough excuse not to throw it to the flat. Again, if the flat's not there, you've got that shallow coming from the bottom. Again, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. I personally always preferred to reverse out on these. I just felt like it was easier to get lined up. as opposed to opening to the left and like having to flip like this. That's just me. Other team, different quarterbacks have different preferences. But he can make that throw. That's a tough 4th down miss. But 31 can also help us out too. You got to be ready for the thunder here. It looks like he's surprised. Again, you can see 47 bluff. So 47 bluff, and then you got to chop. It's almost like 31 takes a too flat of an angle. I always like chopping the outside quad. But man, CJ can make that throw. Next one here, another great anticipation throw to the number 2 up top, the slot. Again, catch middle field open. Throw with anticipation, accuracy, get the fast 3 motion. All your cleats in the ground, beautiful ball. Nice yak as well there, trusting it. Again, just watch the safeties. So the safeties stay open. One of my favorite formations here, we got wing, and then we've got slot. Then we're going to do this fast 3 motion. So when you catch middle field open, so 2 safeties split, we got a great opportunity to work the middle of the field. Throw this in with anticipation right in there. You can see the Mike linebacker type, middle of the 3 linebacker types working towards the number 3. And then you just throw it right off of his ear. Just a great job from Stroud seeing it. Again, at this point, there's not a lot of surprise with the anticipation that he plays with. He's got a great knack for anybody, let alone a rookie starting his 4th game. You can see here when he lets this thing go, he's separated right there. You can see 8 coming right into the window. Throw him open. Don't run him into a collision. Nice big chunk. Let's go. Halftime. You dig the video and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member. I appreciate your support. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are by far the most in-depth and premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. So if you enjoy the way that I talk and teach ball, you will love the courses. We've got courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is How to Beat Every Coverage. We even have an entire offensive system available. So get over there, check it out, and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources available. Check all those out in the video description as well. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 2-minute situation right before the end of the first half. We're going to get to empty. We're going to run a deep curl to the bottom, dagger up top. We're going to hit the curl to the bottom. A great job from Stroud here, holding his eyes. It really impacts the zone defenders. It then throws a seed and a strike, and then 12 does the rest. So certainly the yak matters here, but watch Stroud's eyes. He's holding the middle, boom, right back the other way. Now, I'm not going to pretend to tell you what the read is here. He's really got both the dagger and the curl. But this thing plays out. It's a beautiful call. Again, a lot of NFL teams do this kind of formation where you get the double chip opportunities. And then where the ball ends up going, what I'm going to call a deep curl. Up top, we're going to get that dagger with that post run through. And again, the eyes here hold this defender. So whatever the read is, when he gets back to the top, he's certainly looking at some point this way. So as he holds his eyes this way, it keeps this defender right here. It doesn't, if you're looking down here, he'd come over here and squeeze the curl. But because you allow him to move this way a little bit with your eyes, or at least stay in his pedal, it creates this window to stay open deep down the field so you can get these chunks opportunities. He's not staring at his guys down the field in zone coverage. So great poise, presence, and again, you can see the defender. Watch 39 down here to the bottom, the safety. Hold, open to the middle, boom. Come right back to the other side. Can't handle 12 in space, and now it's a big chunk. Just a really nice job from Stroud, showcasing the arm strength. Big shot. Love it. Chunk. Stroud is dealing. Next one here, this is like a time machine. This is like the original PRO. Backside dart. Running a little wide zone. Zone to the left. Come back and just open up with a free runner in the C gap. Whoo! I mean, I love the fact that they're allowing Stroud to do stuff like this. Not only that he sees it, the vision to see this thing, but the audacity to kind of do it as well. So just a simple little like quick slant back here. We're doing just run to the left. We're under center. And we got a free runner, pretty good player right here in the open C gap. Now, granted, he's in the C plus gap, but man, that thing has got a chance to be right up on you. And again, opening right to it. Pretty wild. Whoop. I mean, it's great. If you can do this, good on you. It's outstanding job. Vision built into the system. That's an easy chunk. I love to see stuff like that, especially from a rookie. I mean, that's the other part about it. For anybody, those are cool plays. You don't see a whole lot of plays like this. From under center, PRO, pass run option. Let's go. Next one here, a little play action. Trying to get the drift post down here to the bottom. It's not there. We extend it, and it really turns into almost like a naked over. You know, the way it works timing-wise. But this is a great job from Stroud. Out of structure, be able to play the play, create a little chunk. Again, when he goes to throw this thing, it's not there to the left. That's really all he's got. So no, got to go. And then again, he's tucking it to run it right here, right? Like it's tucked in his arm. Pull up, he sees, he uses his vision, throws a seed right on 12. Let's go. So design-wise, watch this route to the bottom. So what I'm going to call cloud corner, tougher look. Now, I talk a lot on these drift routes that I like it from a condensed split, but I don't like when they get in and kind of close the window. Now, again, I'm not saying it's easy versus a cloud or rolled up corner, but I think if you were in a perfect world for a wide receiver, you would want to try to see if you can widen that corner, give him something this way. Hopefully that gets him moving off of his spot, and then we can kind of get up and still have a little bit of space and window. Because when you get ridden inside so fast here, right out the gate, there really is no window. And he's right in your hip. You know, you have no chance. So it's tough versus a cloud look. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of teams, if you know you got a cloud to that side, that you probably would just run it down here to the bottom. But you can see here, there's no chance the corner's going to undercut you as well. It's not there. Stroud sees it and he's out. Not going to force it. But he's got the capacity to extend, to create. And he's not looking to run it. He's looking to run and extend. He can run it. And he showed you right there, he can accelerate away. So good decision. No. Got to go. Run. No. I see ya. Vision. Strike. Chunk. Next one, 3rd and 12. This ends up being a first down and a nice play. I think it's probably a turn down too, to the bottom slot. That to me is open, running down the middle of the field. Again, we've seen him attack the middle of the field before. It doesn't take away from the fact that if it's not clear or he's not looking there, it's a good no decision. Go get a first down, kind of semi out of structure there. Nice job being a playmaker. But again, this is a pretty premium look for what I would consider, you know, middle field open, right? Easy to see. We're going to run 3 right down the pipe. It's 3rd and 12. The guy they have trying to match him is standing over here in the opposite B gap. It's going to be really tough. I'm not saying it's wide ass open, but he can certainly make that throw. So just a bizarre turn down, but it's not always going to be perfect. I don't have the expectation it's going to be perfect. I'm sure they don't have the expectation it's going to be perfect. But to for whatever reason not throw it, to then to kind of go make a play and find that hook up top, play a little buddy ball with 12, and get a first down on 3rd and forever. Now you're right outside the red zone. It's pretty sweet. So again, I just love the fact that there's no panic. He can create. He can make plays. Even if they're semi out of structure like this, it's a hell of a job. 2nd and 14 right here. Beautiful design. I love this formation. I would steal this formation if I was still coaching. Beautiful job of quads with the nub. All to throw that kind of layered deep flag and sail for damn near first down. Also, great job of being able to kind of take away some edge issues with the double chip. It's 2nd and forever. A lot of teams would be thinking halfback. CJ Stroud, the Texans, damn near getting all of it. So first, check the formation out. Now, I talk a lot about some of my favorite formations. Again, this kind of nub formation, always good. Okay, then we're going to get quads, right? We've got 4 eligibles over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a quads bunch. This is like a loose bunch to me. Then we're going to motion back. Okay, so we're coming back. Then the route distribution is this deep, what I'm calling a deep flag, and then it's paired with this, what I'm going to call the sail or deep out or corner. That's really the route. It's really just a 2-person deep route. Then the back, or whoever's the number 1 here, operates as like the check down. So the reason why I love this formation, what I'm going to call quads bunch, is because you can't do your normal bunch checks because the corner's not going to be involved. So you've got to have a separate bunch plan for the internal part of it. And it allows you to have these wide edges. So you've got the nub and the sniffer. So wherever 90 ends up, he's not going to wreck this play, hopefully, because we're going to chip him on the way out. So it's just a really well-constructed play, and it pops open. Okay, great job from Stroud seeing it. I mean, that's wide open in the NFL. We're chipping the edges. We've got 2nd and forever, and now we've got 3rd and super manageable, 3rd and short yardage. Just an awesome job of seeing the construction of a play come together with motion, formation effing someone, popping someone open. Nice little chunk. Last one here, 3rd and 6. Just a beautiful touchdown pass to the bottom. Inside release, what I'm going to call a corner. Corners just don't think you're going to do that when you inside release and you throw an absolute dot. My goodness. I mean, it's one of those things you catch middle field closed. 20 thinks you're going to run an in-breaking route. You come back out and your quarterback throws it perfectly. It's a dot. So just really kind of working against the technique of the defense. So this release here, what I'm going to call middle field closed. So we're going to get safety in the post. That usually means we're going to get outside leverage from this alignment. They want you to run in. Please run in. Once you run in, he thinks, oh, I'm going to trail this thing, and you're going to run an in-breaking route, and I'm going to undercut you. So he's thinking you're going to come up to the sticks and come in, and I'm going to go right there and get a pass defended. But instead of doing that, you inside release, come up, and then run back out. Well, he's still in a decent position. It's still got to be a dot of a throw, but it is a dot of a throw. And you've got one-on-one outside the numbers now. So it's just one of those things that works against what those corners are taught and see a lot. So he's trying to undercut it. Boom. Got it back out. Now he's still in decent position, but the throw is perfect. It's the accuracy that allows this thing to go, and just the audacity to throw corners versus outside leverage. Again, check CJ Stroud's base out, y'all, at the top of this thing. Boom. No wasted movement. No heel click. Nothing close to a heel click. The guy's allergic to heel clicks. Just an absolute seed. And again, 12 is rolling too, no doubt about it. But that is beautiful from Stroud. I mean, look at that throw. You couldn't hand it to him better. In stride. I mean, in the bucket. That's in the bottom of the bucket. What a throw. Big time day. My goodness. I mean, at this point, how can you not be impressed with what CJ Stroud is doing this early in his career in the league? The dude has shown he throws with great anticipation, pinpoint accuracy. You know, they've got some things going. And I think when you investigate a little bit more and realize where they're at health-wise, especially up front, it makes it even more impressive, if I'm being honest. You couple that with some really fun, innovative play design, kind of how they're protecting Stroud, as well as allowing him to flourish, is kind of the best combination of scheme and talent that I can recall seeing this early when someone gets their opportunity to play in the league. Really impressed with CJ Stroud, really impressed with what the Texans are doing offensively. Fired up to see more. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.